I never understood alcohol. Actually, I think nobody does. These are my friends Millie and Tincho, and after the Kikes party they ended up like this. It all started when we were previando at Tincho's house. I don't drink. It tastes horrible. My friends say they like it, but let's be honest. I know Diego drinks so he can socialize with people because he's too shy. Millie is usually pretty sad, and when she drinks she laughs like crazy. Maybe she does it to forget about things that worry her because she is actually depressed. And well, Tincho is Tincho. He is desperate to fit in and tends to follow the rest and do what they do. Not nice. In contrast to popular belief, alcohol doesn't make you forget past things or make you more sociable. It isn't a magical drink that will change your personality or cure a broken heart. What alcohol really does is to interfere with your neurotransmitters, making you feel less excited and more inhibited. The information flow in your brain gets very slow, making us notice only a few things from our surroundings. That's why people become less shy, their brains don't notice the signals. When you get drunk, you feel, perceive, notice, and remember things less. However, it clarifies your thoughts. So, you think very clear about nothing and with a lot of adrenaline. Alcohol also triggers the production of adrenaline, and this causes blood to flow to the extremities, far from the reproductive and digestive organs, letting the person feel confident about themselves, ready to fight or fly. Depending on how much is taken and the physical condition of the individual, alcohol can cause slurred speech, drowsiness, vomiting, diarrhea, upset stomach, headaches, breathing difficulties, distorted vision and hearing, impaired judgment, decreased perception and coordination, unconsciousness, anemia, coma, and blackouts. That are memory lapses where the drinker cannot remember events that occurred while under the influence. Our pituitary gland controls the secretion of ADH, antidiuretic hormone. In times of dehydration, ADH is responsible for retaining water in our body by introducing aquaporins in the kidney. Aquaporins are proteins attached to the kidney cell membrane that regulate the flow of water. With less water and more ADH, we produce more aquaporins, which means more water is reabsorbed. Both caffeine and alcohol inhibits the release of ADH by the pituitary gland, and as a result, aquaporins are not created so as to reabsorb water. That's why there is more water in our pee and you run the risk of becoming dehydrated.
The previa and the party are very enjoyable, but the next morning, oh god, mornings after drinking are the worst. So much pain. Do you know what really causes a hangover? Hangover is caused as alcohol cannot be digested fast enough in your body. Alcohol has two stages of digestion, to say it some way. The first stage is the transformation from ethanol, ethyl alcohol, into acetaldehyde, which is 3 times more toxic than alcohol itself. The second stage of digestion would be from acetaldehyde to acetate. Unfortunately, glutathione, the enzyme that breaks down the molecule of acetaldehyde, starts to run and the body has now a big amount of toxic components which cause the horrible headaches and nausea. Interesting fact, did you know that alcoholics are given a drug called antabuse, which stops the conversion of acetaldehyde to acetate, in order to make them feel a stronger hangover and for them to eventually stop drinking?
Did you drink too much last night? Well, if you did, listen to me. Here are some tips for you to handle the hangover. First of all, drink water. It will help you cure the headaches and also take an aspirin. If you hate nausea, remember, next time you go to Kikes, don't drink too much, bro. Before you start drinking, eat fatty foods and carbs. This will be helpful for stomach irritation. Drink water before, during, and after. Choose light-colored liquors because the dark ones contain congeners, which go directly to your brain. And remember, beer before liquor never been sicker, because this makes hangover the worst thing it can happen to you. First of all, we should start with quantities. 1 unit of alcohol is about 10 milliliters of pure alcohol. Men should drink 3 or 4 units per day, while women just 2 or 3. Of course, this depends on the amount of alcohol the drink has. Drinking more than this can bring a lot of consequences. It affects your brain, causing neurological problems like epilepsy and depression. It can also cause several cancers in the mouth, pharynx, larynx, esophagus, bowel, breast, stomach, or liver. It can provoke stomach ulcers and liver cirrhosis. Pancreatitis is also linked to drinking too much alcohol. The pancreas becomes inflamed and doesn't work as it should. Alcohol can damage the heart seriously. You will have a great probability of having high blood pressure, which can lead to a stroke. It causes coronary heart disease and arrhythmia, irregular heartbeats. With all this said, it is recommendable to know your limits. If not, bad things will happen.
A teen's brain is not fully developed until the age of 25 years old, and exposing it to alcohol can interrupt the critical brain development. We have the hippocampus located in the brain, which is the part where learning and memory occur. So when alcohol reaches this part, you start having trouble in remembering something you just learned. Repeated drinking can damage it forever and also destroy the frontal areas which control impulses and thinking through consequences. Now and in adulthood, this can lead to poor decision making, lack of self-control, and violence. A developing brain is also more susceptible to addiction. A child who drinks earlier in life is 4 times more likely to develop an addiction to alcohol. There is also a cost of underage drinking, because alcohol interferes with important milestones like ability to drive, relationships, get accepted to college, or finding a job. So, people, before ending up like Tincho or Millie, give alcohol and its consequences a second thought.